Hi guys, it's Sarah Balascio, the board certified art therapist at the Wellness Center at William and Mary, tuning in with Betty, my pup from home, of course, and just wanted to say I sure miss everybody and miss our art therapy group. So I think we're going to give it a try, this online uh, business, and go easy on me, okay? Not so good at this kind of thing. But what I thought I might show you today is finger knitting. Betty is modeling here for you an example of a finger knitting project we had done in one of my classes. Oh, she really likes it. See? All right, scooch out, Betty. I'm going to show everybody how to do this now. So all you'll need for this is some yarn. Hopefully folks have some yarn or even just string lying around at home. Knitting is a great way to calm yourself. You're feeling antsy, but need to stay in the house like a lot of us do. So I'm going to show you how to finger knit. You don't need needles. All you need is string and your fingers. So start with just one piece of yarn or string, and if you get really good at it, you can add more, and it makes a fun texture, kind of like, I'll show you this up close. This is kind of a and make a loop like so. Okay, so straight and loop. Hope you can see. Oh, my fumbling fingers. All we did was twist it into a loop. Okay, do it one more time. This is just how we start it. Don't you worry. Once we get going, it's so simple. Okay, so we're going to make a loop. Okay, and then you're going to bring the end behind it and through that hole. This is a little snap. Okay, I'm going to redo that. Promise you, it's getting easier. Okay, so make that loop like we did. Okay, then you're going to bring the back through and up. That's it. We got it. Okay, now if you are a righty like me, you're going to attach it to your left hand, because the fingers that do all the work would be your dominant hand. Okay, so I'm going to tighten this on like so. Now this is just a placeholder, so it doesn't have to be perfect or anything like that. So then we have our fingers splayed, and what you're going to do is let me remember this myself. Go behind the index finger, in front of the middle finger, behind the ring, and then in front of the pinky. Okay, so you're just weaving it through. Don't even worry about this slip knot that we started with. Okay, so you have front, back, front, back, front. Now we'll do the same, making sure that there's a loop on the opposites. So come in front of the ring finger, behind the middle finger, in front of the pointer, and behind again. So now there should be a loop on every finger. We're going to ignore the thumb. This is just really a placeholder. Stay away, thumb. Okay. Gosh, this is making me miss everybody. All right. So we have our fingers with a loop on each going down, right? Then we're going to bring it all the way behind, just a straight line behind. You're not doing any sort of weaving. And then all the way in front. Okay. So all I did was wrap the yarn back to front, nice and straight. So you should have in front of you, these looped fingers, and above that, a straight line. Pay no attention to the thumb, okay? So that's how we set it up. Once we set it up, oh my gosh, it sure gets easier. So watch this, ready? Now, from whatever side we wrap it straight across, for example, I started from my pinky side, that's where the yarn came from. Now we're gonna start the actual weaving or the knitting. You're gonna take your pinky and bring it over that line. Okay, that straight line across. Now we'll do it again on the ring finger. Bring the looped one over the straight line across. Okay, loop over the straight line across. Okay, looped over the straight line across. So it should look like that. Now we have the loops again, right? And now the extra, remember, don't pay any attention to the thumb. This guy just needs to get out of here. It's a placeholder. Now we're going to take the remainder of your yarn and bring it across again. Sometimes it's easier each time I push these guys down a little and bring it across again, right? And you do it from whatever side the yarn started. So this time the yarn started from the pointer. So we'll go ahead and bring the loop over the straight line across. Middle finger, loop it, straight line across. Something we realized in my group that I do at the Wellness Center was that the further apart your fingers are, the looser it is, and it's not so tight, so it's not as hard to get your fingers through. So, and knitting is really good if you need to work on finger dexterity. And it's just good for keeping hands busy when we're feeling kind of anxious. So, and then I went all the way down the line. Gosh, I see I did it a little too tight myself. All the way down the line to the pinky. There we go. Good. And then it's on the opposite side now. And you're going to notice a little something, a little yarn scarf or necklace, or like I had it on bed for your dog, or garland in your house, you know, hanging anywhere. You could make it into even longer, and it could be like a, you know, infinity scarf. I like to wear it as a necklace. I think it's fun. Okay. So, and then now we're going to go back across. It's always going to switch sides. So remember we started, it came from the pinky, and then this time it came from the pointer and back to the pinky. Okay. And remember the whole weaving, the first part, that was just to get it set up. Now all we're going to do is bring the line across each time and then loop over, loop over, loop over. So let's watch a little more. Now we'll take the pinky over, right? And this is on the top. Now we'll take the ring finger over. I hope I'm videoing this so people can see it. This is my first go, so like I said, take it easy on me. Okay, and then to the ring finger. So we'll keep going a little bit so we can get some good practice at this. Okay, so, and it also, it doesn't really matter the type of yarn you use. We've used a variety in my classes at the Wellness Center. Okay, so now it's on across. And you always start from the side where the yarn came from. Hope everybody's doing okay out there. Sure miss seeing people in my groups. Okay, so there we go. As you see, now it's back to the pinky side. We're going to bring it across, okay? And you can put your pinky through, ring finger through, and I'll show you the back in a minute where you can see the chain, the knitting chain starting to form. Okay. I'm going to give it a little more so you guys can see what it looks like when it's a little further along. So now it's over at this side. Same thing. Take it over. Middle finger. Ring finger. And pinky. So, okay. I'll show you what it looks like in a sec. So now it's on the pinky side. bring it across. Remember, this thumb just hangs around. You can actually take this off now. Just let that be. That was just kind of to hold it in place at the start. Bring it across again. Pinky, ready, ring finger. Middle finger and pointer finger. Okay. We'll come across again. Pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky. So I just love doing art, especially in these stressful times, because it's something to keep your mind busy, your fingers busy, and then you end up sometimes creating something really cool. So I hope to make a bunch of these little videos for people to attend and for people to, maybe get from a library and be able to pull up whenever you'd like to try something. So let me do a few more, and then I'll show you how it's coming out on the back, and then I'll show you how to end it too, okay? So now we're gonna go across again. Pinky, ring finger, middle finger, pointer finger. Okay, I'm gonna do a really close up one this time so y'all can see a little better. So again, it's starting over here. Don't worry about the thumb. We're gonna bring it across, okay? And you're gonna take those loops on your fingers and just pull it through. So take the loop from below and take it above the string on top. So that's one hole. Now we're going to do it again the other side, starting from the pinky, but when you start, you always pull from the side that it started, right? So with the pinky, ring finger, sorry, I hope it can come out, middle finger, and pointer. Okay, now I'm going to show you how it's coming out in the back. You see we're starting to make a whole little chain here. And then you just keep going. You can kind of talk while doing this with, do a FaceTime with your friends. You could be listening to something, a lecture by your professors, or music. You can do it anywhere. Not that we're really going anywhere right now, but, and then we'll do a few more. Then I want to show you guys how to stop it. I'll explain it at least. We just did this recently in my group at the Wellness Center, and people seem to really enjoy it. I want to say, I think somebody made a scrunchie out of it. People made all sorts of things. So you'll see it's starting to knit, and you can keep going and going and going. Now, when you're done, what you'll do is cut the end about this far, and then all you do is put it through each loop and take it off. Each loop all the way down the row, okay? Now I don't want to finish, so I'm gonna put mine back on. But, and then if you'd like to, for example, with this one I did, join it together. So it's gonna have two loose ends, just kind of like a scarf. And all you do is tie those ends together. You see that? Is finger knitting from the Wellness Center, and maybe I'll tune in with Betty again and do a different project, maybe watercolor or just some fun drawing projects. But art is a lovely way to de-stress and make something neat and calm down during this challenging time. And just know that we're here for you at the Wellness Center. We miss seeing you, and I hope everybody is well. Take care.